Tharat, an ancient Egypt-inspired map filled with ancient structures and mystery. At 6.387.4 you'll find the boss arena, and it's here that you can summon this map's 3 custom bosses. Arius, a broodmother variant, Nucus, Tharat's version of Megapithecus, and Hydric, the dragon boss. In order to summon these bosses, you're going to need artifacts, so here's how to find all of the artifacts that you need on Tharat. Our first artifact cave can be found at 92.458.1, and this is the cave that holds the artifacts of the pack and the massive. Enter the cave and head straight ahead. This door will open, and then you just want to follow the path up the stairs to the first main room. When you get here, turn right and make your way across this really cool looking jumping puzzle. There's only one way to go on this side of the cave, so just follow the path to the end and you'll find the artifact of the pack. To get to the artifact of the massive, you're going to want to retrace your steps all the way back to the room before the jumping puzzle. Head straight across this room and you'll come to another, not one, but 2 jumping puzzles. The second one has a load of cave drops that you'll want to loot on your way past. There's only one route again that you can take on this side of the cave, so follow the path and you will eventually come to the artifact of the massive. To obtain the artifact of the immune, you're going to need to head to 94.845.3. This is a really straightforward cave, but also probably one of the most visually stunning parts of the map. Simply follow the path ahead and you'll eventually reach this chamber at the end. Allos and Carnos spawn in here, so make sure to bring weapons or tames to deal with them, and in the centre of the chamber you will find the artifact of the immune. Next up we have the cave that houses the artifact of the strong, and you can find this one at 91.413.3. Head inside the cave and towards this door. Once the door opens you can head inside and you'll find this massive chamber. There are some cave drops up on the higher platforms, so it's worth exploring up there for loot. To get to the artifact you want to head to the far end of the chamber, past the remains of the large survivor mates and head through these 2 large red rings. In the next room you'll find the artifact of the strong next to the steam forge. For the artifact of the Cunning, you need to head to the cave entrance at 48.110.5. Follow the path ahead and you'll come into a large chamber that has some cave drops. At the back of this chamber, protected by one of the worst collections of creatures I have ever seen in a cave, including microraptors and capros, you'll find the artifact of the Cunning. The creatures that spawn in this cave are normal levels, but it's a challenging combination of creatures to face all at once, especially as UTs spawn in there just to rile everything up more. The artifacts of the Devourer and Skylord share the bee cave, and you can find the entrance to this one at 44.146.1. The only creature that you're going to find inside this cave is dire bears, and there are a lot of them, so make sure to be prepared for that. Follow the path inside the cave until you reach this statue. If you take the path to the left, you will come across a cave drop, and all the way at the end of the tunnel you will find the artifact of the Skylord. Taking the path to the right will bring you to this chamber and a statue of Anubis. You want to look for this door to the right of the statue and head into the next room. At the far end of this room you'll find the artifact of the Devourer. Our next cave is the Ice Cave, and it can be found at 26.131.1, and it's in here that you'll find the artifacts of the Devious and Clever. The layout of the cave is deceptive. The large open chambers look straightforward enough, but once you get inside it becomes hard to tell where you've come from and where you're going. Inside you're going to find your usual ice cave creatures, and they have high levels to match too. On the first level of the cave you'll find a series of side chambers, some of which have cave drops in them. You'll find the artifact of the Clever in one of these alcoves at 20.329.5. At the back of the cave there is a ramp up to the second floor, and you're going to need to head up there in order to retrieve the artifact of the Devious. You'll find this artifact around the middle of the upper chamber, surrounded by polar bears, yetis and polovia. Our final artifact cave can be found at 20.987.7, and it's here that you'll find the artifacts of the Brute and Hunter. Head into the cave and you'll come into this main room that has tunnels going off to the right and the left. If you take the tunnel to the left, you'll come across a small jumping puzzle and then a long narrow tunnel that takes you to a chamber with a cave drop in it. The tunnel to the right is a lot larger, and if you follow this one you'll come to another T-junction. Going left will take you to another cave drop, but you're going to want to go right to continue heading towards the artifacts. Eventually you're going to reach this point with a tempting nest of eggs straight ahead. The tunnel to the right takes you to another cave drop, so here you're going to want to turn left. All the way at the end of this passageway, you're going to find the artifacts of the Brute and the Hunter. Those are all of the artifacts currently on Tharat, and if you haven't checked out this map yet, I do recommend it as it looks amazing and there is so much to explore. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to like the video, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe too. And with that, I'll see you in the ARK. Take care.